My dad will pay you.
Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go.
Travis,
That's what I'm saying. Your daddy even get annoyed what's going on.
Oh, damn.
A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. Those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. But that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. To throw is Watson. This is caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Going back
to throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I see, don't try to show out because you got your friends in here now.
And a first carry now for Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
On second down, Taylor. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Come back, come back. Down. Back 22. Come back, back 22. Richmond.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come back.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Buying time to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
You want to watch it too?
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
But how about after this video? All right.
Just yet, and try and generate some offense.
On first down, it's Taylor. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call
He got 21 kills.
Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run.
So far, yeah.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On first down, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure. Is off. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
He tried.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going and force everything either.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Oh, no. I just thought.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again.
What?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
No.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm gonna be on YouTube. I can't see it.
They go play action with Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. Fielded just inside the 30.
I want to go see this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you got to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs will be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
What you doing?
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
I saw black folks. Black man. Yeah, I'm gonna let you watch what you watch. This or this.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna watch them, Travis.
Oh, this y'all now? You wanna watch this? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Guess what? Oh, I lost it.
Huh? Still.
On first and 10, Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Emmanuel Agba in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Richmond. Tiger.
This.
Tiger.
From the 50, it's Watson.
This.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Turn it down.
Third and long. It's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I ain't got nothing to do with me.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
9:13.
And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away.
Yeah.
Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland.
28.
This is taken around the 12.
Wow. It's not even 10 o'clock
Good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyron, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.